Good evening and welcome to Telford Ice Rink for tonight's ice hockey action. A big weekend. It's a back-to-back game against the Sheffield Steeldogs, home and away, the first leg here at Telford Ice Rink. There are two new additions, both called Dan, both heading up from Slough. We'll have a chat to one of them prior to tonight's game. So Dan, welcome back to Telford, 3 years away. What's it feel like to be back?
It feels good. I mean, spoke to Tommy, Wayne and also Tomo a couple of weeks ago, and to get things sorted, it's nice to come back. Obviously a big game today and tomorrow as well, so I want 4 points. But I move up in January, so once I get moved up and settled, we can get things rolling, I think, then.
So, and quite excited to be part of the new setup as well.
Oh, I mean, so far, if you compare how it was 3 years ago till now, it's a big change, which is good. So, I mean, that's why people want to be a part of it.
Good evening and welcome to Telford Ice Rink for the first of a home and away back-to-back game against Sheffield Steeldogs, as you saw just prior to the game with Bennett and Payet. Panto season is well and truly upon us as we get our eyes down and look in for game one of the two-game back-to-back Steeldogs versus Tigers. Off the draw. Goes back to Danny Rose. Fresh back off his GB duties. Plant throws it in. Big hit from Morgan in front of the bench. Goes down deep. Timo tries to throw it in front of the first shot of the night. Goes away to Mika from a pass from Timo. And there's lots of hassle and clutter around the front of the Sheffield Steeldogs net. Davis pulls inside, makes a shot. And the netminder makes the save, the first save of the night between the Sheffield Pipes. Andre Payet's now on the ice. Pushing and shoving and hooking with Salem. Salem skates off laughing. It's on the 2-minute 1 second mark. So Telford with a man advantage. Can they do anything with it? Power play line is... Oh, great shot and goal! It was Mika that passed it, hit him on the back door. The pass comes across from Dan Scott, and the power play goal goes on the clock. Just 6 seconds into the man advantage. So Telford Tigers clocking straight on the board. So Telford off to a great start. Plant turns the body, plays well. Timo on the back post, the shot goes up and a great catch and mitt save. That was a TV save if I've ever seen one from the netminder, but you're always running the risk of leaving a lot of net available. Declan Ryan on the backhand feeds it through to Dan Scott. Scott carries out, hits the red line. Delays it to Davis, goes across to Plant. Plant tries to feed it through to Cruiser. Now Sheffield on the break. Declan Ryan lines up, delays on Chambers, and he makes the net. It takes a bounce off an orange shirt and goes into the back of the net. So it's goal number one, a short-handed goal for the Sheffield Steeldogs. Unfortunate. Bowley. Salem holds fast on the delay. He's just at the top of the circle. It goes round to the back of the net. McKenzie. Pavley looking to try and skate through. Goes back to his D. Bowley up to Pease. Off to Pavley. Down low to McKenzie. Pavley skates through for the slot. That does leave the high slot open. Back door and a great pass from Callum Bowley. Scott McKenzie straight across to Bowley on the back post. 72-44. Even up the scoring with a power play goal to 2-1 in favour of the Telford Tigers. So Telford on the power play breakout. Plant on the right wing. Mika holds the brakes up on the blue line. Timo in the corner. Now Sheffield dump it over the top, just clear it out. 8 seconds on this period now. So quite a good period at the end of the first period. It's Telford Tigers 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 1. So Telford Tigers 36 seconds remaining on the power play with a man advantage as we start period 2. So off the draw now. Mika. Plant. Round the back of the net. Plant. Mika. Mika steps up. The ice is quite wet. Round the boards. It's round the back of the net. It's leaning across. But Scott keeps that body positioning between the attacking player and the net, forcing him out. Cahorn. Oh, shot and goal from just inside the blue. Carries it across the top of the circle. An even-handed goal for Sheffield. Rose dumped it on the backhand. Batted down. Plant tries to feed it through to Hayward, gets a shot away. First shift of the game for Macaulay. Hayward gets a shot from the pass from Plant. Netminder makes a save and it goes up. And now there's pushing and shoving in front and Hayward's right in there. They're picking on Mika again. They've been really chippy towards Mika as well. Mainly because he's such a threat, I think, as quick feet and good hands. Morgan, big shot. Great save from Declan Ryan. It's around the back of the net to Payet. Peasy gives him a shove into the boards. Those two nearly had the boards over. And again! And he dived! What a massive dive! And the crowd go wild! As Peasy says, yeah, if you want to try it. But he dived to try and call the penalty then. It's a lot of pushing and shoving in front of the net. The puck's loose. Wood goes in front. Peasy ties him up. Puck's in the corner. Goes out to the corner. Comes across the front and it goes in the back of the net. It just took a deflection, I think, in front, and that was really unfortunate. I don't know whether he reached it round or whether it took a deflection, but it went into the right-hand corner past Declan Ryan, putting Sheffield's third goal on the clock. Calvert plays it out to neutralise, takes a deflection, and that was the call for a high stick. He flipped the puck. It was Dan Scott, flipped the puck, and he's been given a penalty for high sticks. Both of the referees have got their arm up for it. He flipped the puck, and as the puck went up, he caught the player. Now, what they're waiting to see is whether there's blood or not, which will determine the length of time he gets for the penalty. Accidental high sticks, no blood, minor. So it looks like he's on a match penalty for high sticks with blood. A reach round. Beveridge was right in front. Declan Ryan make the save. Oh, and they lose possession. It goes out to neutral ice. And now quick feet from Mika. Beveridge comes across the top of him. Mika goes round. Takes it deep into the corner. Danny Rose now heads for the net. Winds up, big shot. It bounces out. The netminder made the save and the puck bounces out. Danny Rose from Mika. Big shot into the pads. Then the puck just bounces out the other side of the pads to cross the line to bring it back for 3-3. A short-handed goal from number 12, Danny Rose, assisted by 44, Mika. Hurst gets the pass from 27, gives it back. He goes for the give and go to try and get it in front of the slot, but fails. It now drifts into the corner. Chambers looks to try and wrap it round, but it's unable to do so. Davis sends it through to Mackenzie. Salem's on the skate. Now Sheffield got some players coming in off the bench. Davis gets held up. Salem. And he's been, now, is it a holding penalty on the guy that fell over, dragging him down? Or is it a hooking penalty on the front guy? We'll see what the referee has to say. End of period 2, 3-3 the score. So Telford with a man advantage, a 3-goal tied game so far. Cruiser. It's now deep in the end zone. Salem goes after it. Chambers picks it up. Looks for the cross-ice pass. Horan carries it round, beats and goes for the wraparound. And that was a great goal. The pass came forward, skated across the front, put it past Declan Ryan, wait for him to go down and then put it in the back of the net. Goal number 4 for the Sheffield Steeldogs. Cruiser with a shot and goal! He gets the pass off the draw, skates across and wrist shoots it straight into the back of the net. Goal 4 for the Telford Tigers, I think scored by Cruiser, and I think the pass came from Timo. Up to the point, Pavlu. And that concludes regulation time at 4-4. And Payet's pushing and shoving with Cruiser. But luckily there's 2 referees. There's one with Payet, who's now calling him off the bench. It's a tied game ahead of overtime, and he's calling guys to fight. Come on now. 5 minutes sudden death overtime. The first goal's the winner. If nobody scores in 5 minutes, sudden death penalty shots till we get a winner. 4-4. Here we go. Overtime at Telford Ice Rink. Salem comes onto the ice. He's holding the high point. Salem. Cruiser. On the back post. Shoots into the helmet of the netminder. So a stoppage of play. Now Sheffield on the skate. Morgan. Shoots and Declan Ryan makes the save. 14 seconds remaining of regulation overtime, and then shot from the wide slot goes wide. It then goes to penalty shots. And that's the end of overtime. So, penalty shots to decide the winner. Scott McKenzie skates up to the puck. Stick handles down. Shoots right. Netminder makes the save on the leg pad. Skates up. Stick handles. Shoots and scores. Top right-hand corner. Timo. Skates down. Pulls it wide. Shoots. Netminder makes the save. Goes wide to the left. Comes across. Quite slow feet. Looks. Declan Ryan makes the save. Davis pulls round to the right. Cuts across, shoots and scores. Chambers curls side to side. Shoots and misses! Sudden death penalty shots now. Salem. Really slow. Oh, and it's... Okie dokie. So, Hurst walks in, skies it over the bar. Plant shoots, but a catching mid save. That was a good save from the netminder. It was on target. He's got a smile on his face. Picks his feet up. Pulls it round. Declan Ryan makes the save. Mika. Goes wide. Comes down side angle. Tries to put it through the 5-hole. Declan Ryan makes the save. He's asking about Cruiser by the looks of it. Bowley shoots. Netminder makes the save. Andre Payet steps up to the line. Skates up to the line. Stick handles. Fakes. Puts it wide. That's what everybody wanted in those seats. Straight down the middle, side to side, stick handles and a stick check. Elliott drives down the middle, takes it slow, shoots wide, plays for the under-18s. Quick hands, shoots and scores in the top right-hand corner. Young Macaulay Haywood, top right shelf. Macaulay puts it in the back of the net, but Will Lee goes wide, and that is a win for the Telford Tigers. The winning penalty scored by number 96, Macaulay Haywood, giving them a penalty shootout win at the Telford Ice Rink.
I think it was just a good game of hockey. You know, as a coach, it's probably not something that I enjoy playing like that style because it was a little bit open at times. You know, I thought we dug in. I thought those 2 penalty kills that we killed, you know, we killed a 5-minute PK and scored as a shorthand, and I thought that was an absolute bonus because I was pretty worried going into that PK 3-2, 5-minute PK. We scored great, and then having to kill a 5-on-3 as well. So we dug in, and if our PK is going well, great. Our PP was good tonight. You know, we got 2 power play goals as well. We didn't give up anything on the PK, I don't think, so that's been a big part of our game of late. I thought Andre was pretty classy in his game tonight when Gibson came over, got injured. He says, you know, he'll get back in the game so your guys gets back tomorrow, so there's a bit of thanks there to Andre for that.
And he's always been, you know, quite a sporting guy. He loves his pantomime.
He loves his banter. That's Andre. That's, you know, he's all bravado, isn't he? But he's a great guy, and you know, he's not a stupid hockey player either. You give him a bit of credit. He's a good hockey player, and he's got his team working extremely hard. And I think if most teams played at that speed, they'd be knackered. But credit to those guys.
So as you heard from Tom there, a very pleasing result here at Telford Ice Rink. The question is, can they match that when they head on the road to Sheffield tomorrow?